Thousands of Palestinians said their goodbyes on Wednesday to Saeb Erekat, their veteran negotiator who died on Tuesday in a Jerusalem hospital of coronavirus complications. He had received a lung transplant 3 years ago. For decades, Erekat was one of the most prominent voices and recognizable faces of the Palestinian people, synonymous with demands for a two-state solution based on the 1967 borders.
This team refused to mention the term two-state solution throughout our 37 meetings.
He was often loved and hated by both Israelis and Palestinians. Israelis accused him of being an extremist, while some Palestinians called him a traitor to the cause, accusing him of giving away too much. But he was still popular among many Palestinians for the way he fought.
Our loss is great and irreparable. We have lost a brother, a friend, a father, a guerrilla fighter who worked all of his life to end the occupation and establish the Palestinian state.
Erekat came to prominence back in 1991 at the Madrid peace talks, where he insisted on wearing the keffiyeh, a symbol of Palestinian national identity. He was also part of the Oslo Accords peace process, and in 1995, he was elevated to the position of chief Palestinian negotiator, a position he held until his death. Erekat was a close confidant of late Palestinian leader Yasser Arafat and later Mahmoud Abbas, for whom Erekat was frequently suggested as successor. He also became the Secretary General of the Palestine Liberation Organization. In the last few years, Erekat grew frustrated with the lack of progress in the peace process.
And they may work to limit my movement, my money, my whatever, but they can never touch my dignity and limit my dignity.
On Wednesday, he was given a military ceremony attended by top officials of the Palestinian Authority before driven to his home city of Jericho. The body of Saeb Erekat is brought home for a final viewing by his family. From here, it will be taken to the local cemetery in Jericho for burial. Ironically, his death comes amid cautious hope the stalled peace process with Israel may be revived under Joe Biden's presidency. A towering figure in Palestinian politics, the veteran peace negotiator's body was laid to rest in Jericho in the West Bank. Erekat stood in staunch opposition to U.S. President Donald Trump's January peace plan, dubbed the deal of the century, calling it instead the fraud of the century. He condemned Arab states that have normalized relations with Israel before an end to the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. He was a leading proponent of the two-state solution. For over 3 decades, he was a key negotiator involved in peace talks. His absence will leave a huge void in Palestinian diplomacy. From Jericho and the West Bank, Mohammed Al-Qasim reporting for the Media Line.